Yo, people, and welcome to Through a Different Lens podcast. I'm your co-host, Joe.
I'm Deji.
And I'm Jacob.
I was about to say, what? Have you forgot your name?
Yeah, I was thinking, what's going on there?
Bloody hell.
Did Jacob get his name? What's going on?
What you man saying, though? You look good.
Yeah, man. All
All
okay,
good,
all
man.
okay.
Oh, good.
Good.
How you
So
doing?
that's it. Yeah, can't complain. Do you know what I mean? Fresh trim and that. Lighting's helping me, looking all good, all light skin and that. Do you know what I mean? So I can't complain. Nah, joke. If I turn this off, right? If I turn this lamp off, it might be peaks though. Especially wearing a white jersey, it might be peaks though.
Well, we're just gonna see teeth, yeah.
Hey, man.
Oh boy.
Nah, obviously another week's gone by. Great episode out with Big H part 2 actually dropped. Obviously people were billing us, when's part 1? Just like on SK's episode, and yeah, we've delivered again.
Just relax, it will come out. Just relax.
Exactly. Take time. But yeah, it's a great episode. Even I was rewatching it back as well, and I was like, yeah, definitely. Hopefully, there's more Mansfield success later on in the season, and
Definitely
get another player on for Mansfield and other players in general, and then
we need to sort that out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, these man, they're in the midst of preseason now, so
they're in the
it's
trenches,
really long. Yeah, I tweeted the other day. I was like, preseason's really getting to the man then, because they've hardly called me or they've like hardly checked up or anything. So I'm like, yeah, these men are really in the trenches. There's no time
battling it out right now.
Yeah,
man.
it's literally all right, cool. We get the job done. We go home and sleep. Jacob, you could probably relate in your peak preseason moments and stuff.
Yep. That was all it was. Eat, sleep, train, and repeat. Literally. You don't even have time to go, and people used to tell me they don't have time to go and do stuff with their missus or go and just take their kids anywhere. It used to be, a mad thing, to be fair. Preseason's still the same now, but in fact, I feel like it's got easier over the years. But no, you get used to it. You get used to it.
Coach, that one, bro.
I feel like it's different.
I think you just get used to, because you know you're going to go into running. You know what kind of runs you're going to do, especially if you have the same manager from the previous year. You get what I mean? You kind of know what you're going back into. If it's different and the manager is new, that's when it becomes long, because then you got the man that are trying too hard. Everyone got to impress. It's a fresh start. Do you get what I mean? So
if everyone wants that starting spot, in it.
Yeah, everyone wants to start the first game of the season, but what everyone fails to understand is the team that starts the season is never the team that ends the season. So, and you don't get a move or you don't win the league in the first 3 games.
So but at the same time, you'll probably think, if I'm starting the first game of the season, I have to keep my spot. That's basically it.
That's true. But there's always a big build up of games early on. Do you get what I mean? There's always, especially like lower leagues, there's like August is a massive month of matches. Then you obviously got a load of bank holidays and you get those games. You get what I mean? So there's always going to be opportunities, even for the team that's starting. You're always going to have opportunities. The squad rotates a lot in the first 2 months, and then after that, it kind of changes up. And then it kind of settles down, and if the team's winning games, it game kind of stays the same, and then only injuries affect what happens.
Fair.
I reckon I'll enjoy a football preseason,
Why?
But maybe just for the physical challenge, but I have no footballing skill whatsoever, so maybe I won't enjoy it as much.
Bro, back in the day, I'll go watch Deji's game, put him up top, bro. The centre back kick the ball, midfielder kick the ball, and Deji dashing in and just bulleting right foot, left foot. Whether it goes in or not is a different story, bro.
It's no going, just on power alone, Do you know what?
You're one of them.
Know what it'll do? I'll shoot. Yeah, it'll go through the keeper's hands, man.
You're one of them, man.
It's just straight power.
It's too much power for them.
See, and then Dej cussed me when I said that AFCON is a pure pace and power tournament.
Bro, Dej would have fit like a glove.
Someone wants to sign me, they can sign me now, fam. Make sure the bread is right. Bro, I'm gone.
Do you know what that reminded me though? Like random, but it just made me think of bowling. That's exactly. Deji's like that when you go bowling. Yeah? It's just straight power. There's
no finesse.
angles, no precision, no
Nah,
finesse.
but bro, like it works though.
Bro,
you're just
if you throw it down the lane.
Jacob, sometimes the bowling ball lands in the middle of the lane. It doesn't roll when Deji does it, bro. It literally lands in the middle of the lane. You just hear
so Deji thinks he's playing on the Wii. He's playing on the Wii.
Bro.
Nah, bro, the way the thing lands for me is smooth. I think it's smooth. And it'll strike. It's not like it doesn't strike, it strikes.
Yeah,
that's why Joe's vexed, because Joe will do so much finesse, but sometimes he might miss one. But if I just do it on my technique alone, yeah, strike.
It's not technique.
Yeah, that's your power.
Nah, it's technique, man. There's
because the technique to bowling is when you actually curl the bowling ball. That's when you have the technique.
But why do you need to curl it?
Because no one actually, because you see when you're just using straight power, yeah, and you're going straight down the middle, different bowling alleys are greased differently. So half the time, when you're bowling straight down the middle, it's gonna slide to the right, slide to the left.
That's no. Mine was universal still.
It's because it's bouncing halfway through. So as long as it's in the middle, there's no. It's as long
so he's bowling illegal. He's bowling illegally. Man's just throwing it. You're throwing it.
It's illegal.
Listen, my technique's universal. So, I mean, we can go. We should actually, all three of us. We just go bowl one day.
No, we should. I used to do that for fun. I used to actually bet people to bowl so I could take the money.
Right. I used to tell people I used to bowl for Great Britain under 14s. So. Nah, I don't even know if they have a bowling team, mate. But
you're a nasty.
This guy's a history, you know.
Man said Great Britain under 14.
Great Britain under 14s. This guy.
The France story, don't even bring up, bro. Because
you said you used to bowl.
France one.
Bro, man said bowling for Great Britain under 14s.
Bro, I ran with it. You know when you say a joke, like, and you mean it as a joke there and then, someone believes instantly, and you're like, oh shit, I might as well capitalize and just keep going. And yeah, I ran with it for a minute. Then I was like, nah, I must confess.
That's nasty work. That is nasty work.
Bro, I was joking.
Great Britain under 14s is crazy.
That day the bowling was convincing. I was doing
all that little finesse, you know. Bro, did he even win the match?
Don't even say little like that. Don't diminish my thing. And yes, I won. That's what I was saying. I was like, no cap, strike, half strike. Like, it was one of my best bowling days that I backed up my Great Britain talk, bro.
Wait. I got a question to ask. Not you, not you, Joe. So, Dad, you see when you're bowling like this all fast, yeah? The pace and power bowling. You see when you get left with a spare, how are you bowling?
I've only ever got left with one spare.
No, so when you get left with, like, say when you're bowling your mad fast balls and they hit it, and then you get left with 3 pins, how are you bowling the next ball?
I don't think that's happened.
That's never happened in your time bowling.
Has it happened, Joe? 3 pins?
You've never been left with more than with 3 pins bowling in your time.
I feel like it's been like 1, you know.
Okay, so if your 1 is on the left, how are you bowling?
Bro, I just aim it to the left.
And you bowl the exact same way.
Same situation. Yeah, bro. That's universal.
If he gets it, he gets it. If you don't, he don't. Literally.
If you don't, I don't. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Luck of the draw.
So basically, if you're left with more than 2 pins up, you're stuck.
I'll find a way to smash all of them.
This is so Nigerian, bro. Because Igalo said the same thing. Sometimes just smash it.
Sometimes I have to smash it.
Bro, I'll tell you, we Zoom are all gonna go bowling together, and you're gonna see, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
That'd be very fun still, because I ain't been in years.
Bowling.
There's no style points for Deji. He might win though, because obviously the power will just bail him out. It could be angling to the left, but because it's got so much power and the ground is shaking, everything just
Nah, that's funny. We gotta go 2 games. We gotta go 2 games though, because you know you always gotta get a game to get your eye in.
Yeah.
No, bro. Either way, baby, like it's
If you're a
calm.
finesse bowler like me and Joe sound like we are, we have to get the eye in and know the lane. You
But
Dej, you could just
Joe's doing all this calculation, like trying to, and
It's not
his arm
calculation,
is
no.
leaning back to like a certain angle. Bro,
Wait,
it's
that
too
one
much.
time we went. That
Just
time
get
we
it.
went. That time we went with your brother and my sister. Flipping. Deji just about beat. He won, but he just about won, and I caught him at the end. Deji was panicking because like the first half he was running away with it. I was like, nah, this illegal
Yeah,
thing.
well, let me try
Obviously,
a different style of bowling.
I was getting in his head, innit? I was like, bro, bowl like a real man, innit? Like a real bowler.
Oh, okay.
So I try to do that real thing. Real thing don't work. Don't work for me.
But are you actually legally allowed to bowl like that you bowl? I don't think that's legal, you know.
But who's stopping me though?
No, but you can't break the floor when you bowl.
The floor's not broken. Don't let Joe's metaphors like
no
paint a different picture, you know.
No, because I know I've met bowlers like you. The man
Deji,
that throw the
am
ball.
I lying?
I've met bowlers like that. I've met bowlers like that.
I did. Am I lying? Yeah. Does the thing roll from your thing like straight away? Go on. Half the time.
Nah, bro, it'll get airtime first.
He did.
But it's not landing in the middle though. It's landing before it gets to the middle.
Man are just throwing their bowling
before
balls.
that.
No, I've literally met bowlers that bowl like you, Dej. No joke.
Yeah,
and they literally
swaz it down there, man.
They throw the ball down there and they turn around like they got some technique. When they start celebrating, they do this one. Yeah, you know I got the strike. I think to myself, bro.
Yeah, calm.
Nah, man. There's technique to bowling. You can't just dash it down there. When that power leaves your body, what are you gonna do then?
How? I'm not old.
What do you mean how? I'm not saying you're old now. Shape. Yeah, I'm not saying you aren't. I'm just saying when the power eventually leaves your body, what are you gonna do then? It's like all them footballers that are just fast. When their speed done, their career done.
But speed and power is different for me, you know. Speed can leave me, but power will remain. Power will always remain.
I hear it. But yeah, no, we should definitely.
But it's nothing to throw a bowling ball down there, though. Bowling balls are light.
Depending on which ball you bowl, though.
No, you get like a decent one, like mid-size, midway.
No, like what's your number? Like, because I see a lot of men.
13.
Okay. Yeah, if you bowl a 13 fast enough, you should knock down every pin. Because I see a lot. No. There's method. There's method to that madness. There's method to that
Bingo.
madness. But you can't bowl a 13 with technique.
Nope. And I tried.
Yes. Yeah, it's too heavy to bowl with technique.
Don't bail him out, bro.
No, Joe, I'm being dead serious. You see, when you have a ball.
I know, but you now saying that he's thinking shit. I've got a cop out. That's why he's laughing.
No, he doesn't have a cop out.
It could be 8. It could be 8 as long as it fits. As long as it fits for him. Obviously, he usually gets the larger ones, but as long as it fits for him, bro, it's all going the same way. It's gliding first for the first 5 yards, 5 meters, and then I didn't even know gliding for the first. Yeah, like don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that he literally throws it like that. I'm not taking a piss, but he does an actual bowling swing, but it's gliding.
I do the bowling walk up and that, and the bowling swing, but my release point is just different from everyone else.
Oh, it's very high.
It's not even that. It's just that he just got so much power. I don't even know. It might be his technique that it's just like,
there we go.
It's having longer airtime than it actually should, basically. So that's the best way to put it.
No, this is funny. No, we gotta go bowling. We actually gotta go bowling now.
We do.
I got what, but I know what Dej bowls like. I've seen many a man like that.
Yeah, Dej ain't alone. Dej definitely ain't alone at all.
I can't be. I know there's people worse than me though.
Yeah. There's men that just throw the ball, like literally get a light ball like a 10 or an 8 that they can put their fingers in and just throw it. So it's landing close to the pins.
I'm not like that still. No. I'm not, bro. Landing close to the pins. That's too much.
Bro.
They should be banned for that. What's their run up?
I mean,
if the ball was in the air, you should be banned as well.
Nah, bro. When you see my tech here, it's not cause for concern like that. It's just flawless.
Yeah, the ground will be flawless by the time you're done.
The release point is just different. That's all. It's all
Oh
about the
man,
release. That's the
that
title
is
of this
funny.
episode.
It's all about the release. That is funny. That is funny, honestly.
But
Nah.
anyway, we'll soon go. We'll soon go. Do you know what I mean?
I'll be down for that.
Yeah, definitely.
100%. 100%. Quick one on to obviously Euros done, blah blah blah. Don't really care about Euros no more. And Copper done. But now, like we said earlier on, we're in the midst of preseason. Teams are all basically checking in and all that stuff. Soon going on tour. Some are actually starting to make signings. I believe Ineos heard my open heart surgery, and that's the best way to put it. Our episode, and we've actually got United. That is actually Man United got a structure in place, and things.
Good one as well.
Huh?
A good structure as well.
Yeah.
With proven track records of them doing the job.
There's optimism. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, you got Sir Jim Ratcliffe, Jean-Claude Blanc, David Brailsford, these other guys. Then Barada from Man City's finally started his role. He's got his guys underneath. Then Ten Hag, fortunately, I say fortunately for his sake, he stayed in the job, but he's got new assistants in Rene Hackart and one of the best strikers of all time, Ruud van Nistelrooy, who was also a PSV coach a couple of years ago. So, yeah, obviously United started to make some signings. Xerxes, Euro's basically done all his medical and stuff, just waiting on the announcement. By the time this comes out, it'll probably be announced. I was hoping it would have been announced today because I added United's admin. I was like, yo, admin. Where's the admin? Where's the announcement? Sorry. And obviously we beat Real Madrid to that signing, which was a massive one because United have lost out previously on these kind of signings to Real Madrid. So Benzema and then Rafael Varane, basically in the same format. So like, and people were like, oh yeah, you're paying this much for 18-year-old, blah blah blah, etc. We're like, no, we're paying that much for one of the best youngsters in Europe in his position. When Madrid and Barca, regardless, when Madrid and Barca are going out to Brazil and getting the best youngsters because they can, and others can't compete, no one really says nothing. But now, when it's United, because Liverpool were in for him as well, but the reports were that they fully felt he was going Real Madrid, so they felt it was pointless. And Madrid tried to do the small boy thing to Lille and say, yo, we're not playing what you want. We'll wait for him to come next year. Like Mbappe's just arrived for them on a free. And then United said, nah, brethren. So I was really, really happy once all that got announced. Obviously, Deji.
Yeah, they're very proactive in their approach.
Yeah, 100%. And it's just more.
We haven't witnessed in a long time.
Yeah, it's not like crazy excitement, but it's real optimism in it in terms of going forward. Obviously, Euro's going to make mistakes. He's 18, but like he's actually got some leeway in that sense, some grace, great, like a bit of a grace period. Obviously, with social media and that, there's always going to be bants after every game or psychoanalysis. But over years, if he can develop on a Saliba trajectory, then United could be in, like, have their centre back for a while, depending on how long he stays. Because, I use Saliba as an example.
Always be lurking, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. That's why one of my boys on Twitter, they added Real Madrid or something, and they were saying there's a very good French centre back in the Premier League, and they were talking about Saliba, in it. And then I was like, where? So, yeah,
you never know. The ass could turn and just grab Saliba. But one thing I did like about United, though, is that the way we've been proactive, in our transfer dealing so far. Because even with the Xerxes deal, we paid above the release clause, but we just put it on Klarna.
Yeah.
with like 1.2 mil interest.
Yeah.
Which is something that we're not known to do in the past. Before, we'll just go and bid 80 million.
Oh, sorry.
Certain people,
Euros
there's certain
announced.
people in our squad
Sorry,
for 80 million that shouldn't be in there.
Euros there. He's announced. He's holding the shirt. Oh my days! I wish I could turn my screen. Aye.
Just like that, man.
Come on. United. Come on. Aye. I'm happy. I need to add everyone that doubted me. Aye. After this, I'm going straight to Twitter.
You man are buzzing, right? You're buzzing, but
Go on.
you have the same manager in place.
Yeah.
You still have a lot of the same people that were in the squad in place for next season. Yeah, I understand.
Not overnight.
No. Of course, it's not overnight. I've heard that the Lit might be coming as well. I heard the Lit might be have agreed something to move there as well. But you also got to understand that with the Saliba situation, Arteta loaned him out for the first 2 years, and
basically
then
first 2 seasons,
and then he came in. Whereas you're demanding Euro to come and be Saliba-esque or the man straight away. Do you get what I mean?
Nah, not straight away. Not straight away.
No, but that's what I stated. I was like, and when I said Saliba trajectory, I was talking more in terms of the years that Saliba's now playing at the level he's at, not him going out on loan. Obviously, for us, Euro's not going to go out on loan because one, he's probably coming into near enough start.
Be the main centre back. That's the thing. But that's the difference.
Martinez and stuff, but at least, like in my eyes, he'll have like say a couple more years where we'll see him at his very best. For instance, I'm not expecting world class straight. He might be, but
yeah, you never know. You hope as a Man United fan, well, you guys hope that he will be obviously world class straight away and come in and really make a difference. But from what we've seen of recent with the young players coming from France, especially, like. They tend to take a while to kind of grow into the league, and managers kind of loan them out, give them time, and then when they know they're specifically ready, they come back and they are who they are. So I don't know. It's an interesting side, and Manchester United have done some interesting business and look like they're going to continue doing some interesting business over like the course of this summer. But we'll see. We'll see where you guys end up because it's always good before you're playing games, and then the games start. And then everything goes downhill.
So,
yeah, but like we said, man, this proactive approach, we haven't. I can't remember the last time we had that.
Yeah, that
and overpaying by crazy amounts.
From the outside looking in, outsiders will think this is actually normal. For us, it hasn't been normal for a long time, like with our board's approach. But in terms of like the reason why the Euro deal has excited me more than a lot of other deals is because we've actually beat like another big competing club for him, and that rarely happens. Most teams that compete with Real Madrid for players, regardless of what age, majority of the time they lose, and we've been on the losing end of those competitions. Bro, I remember from young, like we. Barcelona as well, Ronaldinho. I'll never forget that day. There was like United's agreed deal for him, blah blah blah. Man went to play out. Deji might have been at my house when I was living in Old Kent. And I come back a couple hours later and I'd see that he's agreed to Barcelona and he's going. I was like, what the hell? So I've known from early that one, because United used to be in competition with Real Madrid or Barcelona for these kind of signings and stuff like that, the marquee ones or the young best players and stuff. And now this one, everyone thought he was fully going Madrid. That was the comms throughout that he's waiting for Madrid, and he probably is still. But like the fact that we've actually got it done, like even if you're giving me a great 5-6 years, like I know we can actually build on that.
That's cool. Yeah.
What the structure's looking like. Obviously, most players most of like the foreign players, majority of the time probably want to go Real Madrid or Barcelona and stuff like that. But
that's where
if you're lifting us at that level, especially now, Real Madrid might feel hurt. Like there was a lot of not press, a lot of talk from the Spanish papers being like, Madrid didn't really fully want him. But then the flip side is like, now they're not going to sign a centre back because he's the centre back that they thought it was a generational centre back, or they might hold grudge, all that kind of talk. So it depends how it goes. Because, like we say, I was saying it as Bants, but imagine Real Madrid coming for Saliba properly next year or the year after or something like that.
Yeah, he's gone. But this is the thing though. He plays well. He plays well at United. Euro plays well at United. He might be gone after a year. Like Real Madrid are the team that can prize anyone away. Real Madrid, Barcelona. I'll be honest. Man United, no.
You gotta remember though.
We both don't know it's not happening after
Madrid
a year.
Won him after a year.
Yeah,
you guys. Pay, bro.
Yeah, but I understand they're gonna pay. But do you guys know that Real Madrid and Barcelona are the two teams in this world of football that can prize you away from anyone.
Real Madrid right now.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying.
Bring your cash, fam. Cash.
No, that they'll
you
bring their
cash. You want cash.
They'll bring their cash. They don't mind. As much as they say, oh, we don't want to pay transfer fees and this and that, and they get everyone cheaper than everyone else seems to get them. Real Madrid have the money to do whatever they feel like.
Was there.
Yeah, they really have the money to do whatever they feel like. And regardless, right now, they're still the world's best team, probably, and all they're doing is getting better.
Yeah.
So losing out on a centre back like that, I understand. They said, okay, cool. We're hurt by it, and we're going to be hurt by it. But in the long run, not even the long run, in the next 3 to 5 years, is it going to affect us? Probably not.
Do you get what I mean?
And there might be another centre back by that time that they want. So
100%.
All these things are just timing anyway.
I'm just happy we've actually beat them out to one of Europe's best prospects, or beat out any, even if it was a big English club, we beat out that other clubs for someone that's highly regarded in Europe, like that. So, and for us to actually build on.
Let's just hope you men don't ruin him, because you guys signed some good players, and boy, they're never the same.
Man, I have a good feeling, bro.
No. But you man, you know what you guys do to players. You know what your football club does to players.
I think everyone's on the same page with this one. Like, we just need to chill.
Yeah, we need to see what the new board are going to deliver. That is it.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not going to say we're going to win the league. No one's saying that.
I'm not expecting him to be Saliba tomorrow or today.
He might never be
find
Saliba,
who you are, enjoy your ball, and
he might not. He might not
improve.
He might just be Johnny Evans. But at the end of the day, that's good.
See, but that is something a hater would say.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean that he might just be Johnny Evans? Johnny Evans at one point, Arsenal wanted to be like, he was a serious man.
Yeah, but that was the level that Arsenal were at.
And what level of Man United at?
No, but that's what I'm saying.
That's the level you guys are.
You're saying the time when Arsenal wanted Johnny Evans, that was the level. Do you know what I mean? We're
Warriors back then.
Clubs for him, bro.
No, understood.
We're not in an arrogant way, but we're Man United. Like, we can still get big signings or pull off certain things. Like, it's weird.
Yeah, I'm saying,
and I'm not even being arrogant about it, but we actually can for certain stuff.
No. I'm gonna just be honest and say right now.
None of them in my United chat, they doubt that we can't pull off certain signings. And I'm like,
okay.
What do you say?
That's what
I'm just gonna say.
Do you know why though? Because that is like right now. I understand that you're Man United Football Club, and you're still one of the biggest football clubs in the world. You will always be that, and you still have that draw for the potential when young players wanted to come there. But it's not the fact. My thing is that you always have the draw. It's the fact that what's happening when the players arrive. You sign Sancho, what happens? You sign Pogba, what happens? You sign world beaters, meant to be world beaters. Pogba, I'm going to say world beaters, and they come to your football club, and they're no longer world beaters. So there's something going on. And I understand the board change and all this sort of stuff, but the manager is still the same. Yeah. He's brought in new staff members. But the manager
is on the thinnest of ices. Like, if United are shit by Christmas, he's out. That's how bad it is.
Don't let that
fool
you, man.
Yeah, and then you got Southgate coming in, so
Yeah, see, that's more of the hater talk.
You man have been. I'm being so real though. I'm not laughing and joking. Southgate might come in. I can hear a
dog barking because he thinks it's absolute nonsense as well. Do you know what I mean? So
you don't think that Southgate
barking, man?
You don't think that Southgate will be a potential candidate to come into the Man United job? If
obviously, because we've seen his name previously the last couple months, so I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, 100% rule it out, but no.
I'm telling you now, you man, be careful.
Obviously, if it happened, I'm not gonna say it's not gonna happen, but if it happened, I might.
I don't even want it to happen, but
yeah, I'm not gonna even talk with that kind of energy, bro.
Yeah, man, let's not even speak that into existence from this podcast right now.
Yeah, it's a positive
keep it
podcast.
positive.
That's very negative. All I'm saying is with your just the.
That's nasty work, Jacob, bringing up his name.
No, that is not nasty work. No, that's not nasty work. Southgate has been a very successful manager.
Knowing what this guy's done.
What do you mean? What's he done? He got to 2 finals in the past.
All right, so if Arteta left and Arsenal wanted Southgate, how are you feeling?
No, Arsenal aren't going to get Southgate because Southgate doesn't play Arsenal
Answer
football.
the question.
He doesn't play Arsenal football. On the other hand, Manchester United football, I don't know what you don't have a philosophy in place. Your football works well with England. Your football works well.
Your question.
If
Arteta left and Arsenal, your board wanted Southgate, how would you feel?
I wouldn't be happy. But my club isn't in turmoil like your football club. So in this specific case, what I'm talking about, where Southgate is really in talks, and he could be in talks with your football club, you should be happy. Do you know why? Because he's been successful as England manager, according to everyone else.
Pinch of salt.
And guess what? His style of play, which is, i.e., I don't know what it is, fits into Man United's style of play, which is, i.e., I don't know what it is either. So you guys will work well together. Match made in heaven for me. Arsenal, Southgate, nah. We like names with a bit of pizzazz. Southgate's too, you know what I mean.
So who's the pizzazz?
We like names with pizzazz. Wenger.
Emery. Graham Potter.
Arteta. We like names with pizzazz.
Graham Potter to succeed Arteta.
Man United on the other hand.
I actually like Potter. I just think Chelsea was the wrong situation for him, but that's a different story.
He might be England manager next.
Yeah, one of the candidates.
He might be Man United manager next. Who knows?
Mate, we'll see. Ten Hag's on finesse. So like I would say the least of my worries, but he's not a major concern for me yet. Like that. Obviously, the way we finished off season, if he went, I'll be like, all right, cool, whatever, innit? But the board, obviously, it seems like they have a plan anyway. So I'm more in favor of what the board does. Like, it's not saying if they wanted to get rid of certain players, I'll be like, all right, cool. All right, it's the board kind of thing. They wanted to get rid of manager. Cool. It is what it is. Like, I'm happy with our structure. We've actually got a structure and it's been a very long time since that's happened, innit? So, and the structure now wants to deliver Xerxes, who looks like a very promising player himself, and then Ben Euro, who's rated as one of the best young players in the world. So, I can be excited about that, and that's literally it. I haven't even talked about us winning anything like that. It's just if they continue on this trajectory,
certain signings and the structure of the club, like
simple.
We're not happy about. We're not saying we're going to win trophies. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We just got a structure that we're happy about, and we're allowed to celebrate. You know what I mean?
And it's gonna be like 3 or 4 windows. Nothing. It's not all happening this window because we need to. There needs to be outgoings, which I've continuously said.
Serious outgoings.
Well, and even Ratcliffe said it as well in terms of how many windows. It's just a building process, brick by brick, simple brick by brick. I'm a patient man anyway, so I know what I'm like. I can't say the rest for the rest of the United fan base.
No, I understand. The Xerxes signing is interesting. If you guys have watched him play, that's why I say it's interesting. I've watched him play quite a bit, to be fair. So it's an interesting signing. It's one that I feel like Depay-ish. That's what I'm going to put it like. That's in my opinion, personally. If you've seen him play, I feel like that's what it leads to. It leads down that the road.
I've seen highlights, innit? It doesn't give me the Depay vibes though.
No, but I feel like that's what the side, not Depay. I said Depay-ish in terms of the way things panned out.
What do you mean in terms of how things panned out?
in the way like Depay was. He was good. He was good in like Europe for you guys. You get what I mean? And then he wasn't so good in the Premier League. Do you get what I mean?
Not really, no.
Well, how Depay side panned out, it wasn't the most successful thing in the world. Let's put it like that.
No, but how can Xerxes give you that when he hasn't played though? I thought
no.
Style of play. Then I was like,
no, not style of play. The style of play. No, if you've watched Xerxes play,
yeah, I have. Bro, when he was at Bayern Munich, but go on.
Yeah, if you watched him play and then you understand why when Depay came over, I thought, okay, cool, Depay gonna do something, but he could struggle because of his style of play and the way he moves. And I feel like Xerxes could be the similar in that respect. Not me bashing. This is just my personal opinion of I've seen them play, and I'm if Arsenal signed him, I'd say the same thing. I'd be like, it looks like a weird one. You get what I mean?
Yeah, what
Arsenal's got structure
anyway.
Huh?
What strikers Arsenal going to sign anyway?
No, before we go on that, on Xerxes, because I was going to go into that next. On Xerxes, literally for me, it's just his style of play opens up a lot of different brand of football, or potential different brands of football for us, because he seems like he's quite very versatile in that sense. So that I feel like I wouldn't say specifically targeted him, but he was a targeted signing, so we can play different styles of football. Like I'm not putting him up to that name, but he gives off Firmino vibes to me. That's what it is. He gives off Firmino. So what did someone say? I can't even remember, but for me, he gives off Firmino vibes. Like, and when he was younger at Bayern Munich, I didn't used to think that. I used to think more up, but like he seems like he can interchange in terms of if you want him to do the false nine or if you want him to be last man, bro. And you got it's to be that connect. If he's going to be that connect for Rashford, Højlund, with Bruno and all that jazz, I'm like, we needed another forward anyway. We literally had one like actual striker throughout the whole of last season because Martial was practically injured all season. So, but
non-existent, man.
Yeah, if Højlund's missing or something and Xerxes playing up front by himself, then so be it. Like whoever's the form man, let it be it, innit? You get me? Like, seems to have very good link-up play. Obviously, coming from Italy is a bit different, but I ain't gonna diminish that.
No, obviously not. We'll wait and see how it pans out in the Prem, and then you can make your decision off that. But I just give my. That's what all anyone's given right now is their hypothetical opinion from what they've seen and what the Premier League is, and how it's going to transition, how his game's going to transition. That's all we can.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Once you explained your Depay thing, even though I strongly disagree, I understood it better.
Yeah, you can strongly disagree. I'm letting you know. When it comes to fruition, you're gonna when you watch him play over this not even the first season, because I always give people, it's Prem, so it's different style of play, especially coming from Italy. You gotta give them a 9. You gotta give them a first season.
Would you give a United player that grace? Because I don't think he would.
Of course, I don't need to. There's no reason for me to not give you that. You guys ain't doing nothing. You guys ain't competing or challenging with us. So I don't have any issues with what you're doing. You guys can go. Literally, to me, this is like Crystal Palace making moves. To me, as an Arsenal fan, Man United making moves.
It's all come out now with that ridiculous statement. It's all come out now.
No,
that's wild,
I'll be honest.
You
man making moves.
There's nasty work here. Then there's nasty work.
It took him 28 minutes. It's all come out now.
He said we're like Crystal Palace when it comes to making moves.
No. To compare to what I'm looking at, because I'm looking up here. I'm looking up
of how it affects you. I said you're looking at
me.
Hey yo.
We're not looking at you guys making any type of moves, because your moves are only affecting the ones around you, and the ones around you, you're closer to Crystal Palace than you are to us. So this is what I'm trying to say. And you are right now. So don't even, you guys can't argue with that. You are closer to Crystal Palace than you are to us.
Winners.
Okay. Are you a Manchester United football club closer to Crystal Palace and Arsenal right now?
Every year.
What does that mean?
I'm asking you a question. Just answer my question. Are you closer?
Every year we're close to the top. That's my answer. Every year we're close to the top.
That's a lie.
Which is why we're always held in such high regard.
Like if you're talking about obviously like league position, how we finished, yes. That's
what I'm talking about. You're closer to Crystal Palace than you are to Arsenal right now.
Yeah, but like when Arsenal were having their poor finishes, I never thought, this is a real mid-table team. Like
Sorry, what were you guys saying during the season? Are you guys a mid-table team?
I said
What would you
Arsenal are
say?
mid-table team.
What were you saying during them seasons when we finished? It wasn't even with them, but during them seasons when we were finishing badly.
You might have said it because I know you could be overly angry on your own team. So don't project now.
Yeah,
the way
we
you
were
said Saka, don't now
Nico would
project
be
that
like, we'll
on
win the
us.
Prem.
Yeah, we
I
were a
think we'll
mid-table
say
team.
Arsenal win the Prem. You said we will be
were.
there. Well, you know weren't there, man.
We
were
were
eating fish and chips on the beach somewhere, man.
And where were you? Where were you guys?
Deji's just speaking facts. He's telling us what you said.
I did say that. You're correct.
In the Champions League and the Premier League, and then we started speaking German all of a sudden. So,
but where were you? That's all that matters. You see, me, at least I focus on my own football club. Where were you guys?
We knew we weren't there.
Hold on.
And you were never going to be
there. Ourselves.
I focus on my football club. You're working on yourself. You're going to be, that's what women say in relationships. Mate. Yeah. You see, when you're breaking up from someone, you're always working on yourself.
Work on ourselves,
I'm glad you said that because I feel like you said that a couple months ago. So it shows your consistency. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Listen,
my consistency is Arsenal.
What I'm spitting is facts right now. You get me?
With Arsenal, it could be for you. It could be we're gonna do this.
It could be hot or cold. It could be striker, no striker.
We're gonna win Champions League. Like I can't see right now. No.
That was that. But my mind was consistent on those things all the time until we didn't do them. I said we're gonna win the Prem up until the last day, where it's impossible for us to win the Prem. I said we're gonna win the Champions League until we got knocked out. What else do you want me to do? I can't go back on what I said. I can't tell you that we're gonna win the Champions League if we're out of it.
No. I rate your dad because your dad was more consistent than you.
He doesn't even like Arsenal.
You win every competition. He said you're not winning none of them.
He hasn't supported Arsenal properly since the day that Liverpool beat us in the Champions League.
He's not a supporter of the club.
You think I'm joking?
No.
He has not supported Arsenal properly since the day that Liverpool beat us in the Champions League. And I know every Arsenal fan knows this day. The day when we scored, Adebayor scored, everyone was celebrating. And by the time you got back to the room, Liverpool had scored again. You remember that day, Champions League? Yes, that was that. No. We lost. Barbell scored for Liverpool. Right, Gerrard scored a penalty. It was a high scoring game. Walcott scored Walcott dribbled through and passed it to Adebayor and he scored. But it was that day when every Arsenal fan really took a step back from supporting Arsenal because that was the day for me too. I said, you know what? Don't know if I can do this no more.
All right, now we're on Arsenal, even though you're topsy-turvy with them. What are you looking forward to them doing this summer? What do you think they should do, etc.? Because obviously you had some concerns in terms of, I believe your striker issue last season, etc., and the likes of other players that you want out the squad, Zinchenko, but I don't think he'll be a starter next season, all that stuff. So what is it you think Arsenal should do this summer, Jacob?
Well, we need a number 9. We know we needed one of them because you saw Havertz at the Euros, for Germany. You saw what he was doing in front of goal there. We don't need to see that again this year. We need a prolific striker. I don't care who it is at this point, but we need someone that's going to score goals consistently. We need, for us to win the Prem, and honestly, for us to actually win the Prem, we need a serious striker, a 30-goal striker. When Man City obviously won the Prem with a false 9 and then when it got Haaland and then they guaranteed the Prem. That's what I feel like we need to do to just be with them till the fight. We're with them to the final day, but with them until we can really score goals, take over. And I don't know who that striker may be. Osherman is out there, so yeah, we could get him.
I think he may be going PSG.
Maybe because obviously they've got the money to. Well,
from what I've been seeing, I think he may be going PSG.
That don't make sense to me though. Napoli to PSG, it don't really make much sense to me.
Yeah, it doesn't.
No, of course. If he goes, he goes, isn't it?
Yeah,
but
out of Italy, isn't it? Altogether, so.
Yeah.
And they need to afford him. So the next best thing is actually PSG because Madrid or Barca is not going to go for him.
No, you're not wrong. But yeah, I
feel like I've seen Arsenal fans say that I don't think I've seen it myself. Don't know if it's true, but feel like I've seen them say that Arteta said Havertz is his main man or attacker going into next season or so. So, but yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then we should be happy with finishing second again, because we understand, and I feel like every Arsenal fan understands that Havertz is not a number 9. His movement might be good and like he can help out in certain areas, but he's not a number 9 that can win you a league. You get what I mean? He can win you a game here or there, but he's not the person that's going to score you 20 plus goals a season, and he's not the number 9 to do anything that's going to take you over the top.
So what we're going to do with Jesus?
We're going to keep him in it because he's on a contract. That's what you have to do with contracted players. You got to keep them. No, that's what we're going to do with Jesus. I feel like I'll be honest with you. We should play him, but off of either off of a wing or as like a second number 10 if Odegaard isn't fit. You get what I mean? He works well in that position because he can't score goals, but he can do everything else. So I like his creative play. I like his link up. He just can't score. And that's Arsenal's issue. I know we spread around the goals, but let's spread around the goals, but have one main goal scorer as well. You get what I mean? And I feel like we need to... we're not going to invest in a new goalkeeper, so let's just scrap that one.
Well, you did. You made Raya permanent.
Yeah, but I wanted a new goalkeeper.
Yeah,
that's what
right. I just find you're all of a sudden your tone has just been a bit more downplayed of the last 5 minutes when you're actually speaking about your club. Whereas when you brought your club into it from the previous segment, you had more chest. So I'm really intrigued.
We're not looking down on.
Yeah.
Because regardless of what I'm saying here, my club compared to your club, you are still Crystal Palace. You're still like Crystal Palace. What we're doing up top, yeah, because that's what we are up top, is not what you're doing down below. Yeah, understood.
I don't really up top as your number 9.
No. I mean up top. Where the league positions. The league positions.
Because I swear you also wanted Martinelli replaced as well, right?
Yeah, but as I said, everyone is under contract, and Mr. Arteta likes these guys. It's not the Jacobs team, unfortunately.
Have you even been linked with people?
I mean, the main one they were linked with was...
Did we not sign a centre half?
No, you were linked with him heavily. Calafiori, the Bologna centre back, that can also play left back. But seeing today and yesterday that Arsenal are trying to, or Bologna are trying to convince Basel to lower their sell-on fee because they got a 50% sell-on fee from it. So Bologna are not dropping their price, which Arsenal want. And it seems like talks have stalled from that one. So, yeah, I mean, another centre-back that can play fullback, I didn't think that would be priority for you guys. But if it is, so be it.
I just want a fullback.
I feel like the key of this... Wait, go on, Jacob.
No, go Drew. You said you feel like the key of this.
Oh yeah, I feel like the key of this transfer saga, or this whole transfer window, has been buyout clauses or sell-on fees or these other extensions that they put into transfer fees. Because with we sold Greenwood, but we got in the 40 to 50% sell-on fee. This Calafiori has got a sell-on fee. There's someone else that we just sold, Willie Kambonwala.
Yeah,
we've got a buyback on him.
Yeah.
So there's so many like little fees that's going about now that's just being publicized even more than it ever has been.
No, it's true. That gone.
Now I was just gonna say the clubs that are been implementing these 50% or these high sell-on fees, fair play to them. Even flipping Maidenhead, I don't know if we touched on it last. Yeah, Max Kilman moving to West Ham. They got 10%. They were meant to get 20% actually, but obviously West Ham said they're not going to do the deal if that don't drop. Or Wolves said one of the two. So Maidenhead kindly accepted to drop it down. And for a non-league club to get 4 million, they're set for a long time. In fact, we spoke about it last week, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
we did.
I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah, but no, you're right. You're right in saying it's the off season of like transfer fees and sell-on fees and things like that. But Arsenal is but Arsenal, we need to make some moves. But the moves I want us to make if we don't make those moves, then we'll be finishing. You get what I mean? We'll still have one of the best two teams in the league, as we have seen, and we just need to
So
really,
the move
really
you definitely want our striker.
number 9. Yeah, number 9.
Number
If nothing
9,
else changed, I just need a number 9 because Timber's coming back, so that's like a new signing. You get what I mean? Because he got injured.
Yeah.
So we have Timber coming back, so that feels like a new signing for us. So
And
Would you start Timber?
Yeah, start Timber at full, but left back.
Yeah.
And I start Ben White right back. Same back two. Obviously, we're gonna have to play Raya in goal because hey ho. Declan Rice. No, that's just the real life things, isn't it? Declan Rice will be there. Party will be there. We'll have Odegaard there. We'll have Saka on the right wing. We do need a left winger. And I said we needed to sign like someone like Ademola Lookman for the cover on the for like the left wing. I think he's better than Martinelli. And I feel like we need to sign someone on the right wing just to compete with Saka. Did you get what I mean? Because it's not going to be Jesus. Martinelli on the right wing last game of the season wasn't great at all. But
and sometimes rotate out for Saka as well because he gets tired
killing the boy.
Season.
I mean, Jesus can play right wing as well.
I guess so. Obviously, Trossard's still there. We forget about Trossard, but you get what I mean. You kind of want something different. And then up top, we just can't just have Havertz. It's
Are you happy
silly.
with your midfield though? Like,
I'm happy enough. I wouldn't say I'm over the moon with it. It'll get you across the line. It'll get you to where you need to be, and where we need to be right now is, I don't know where that is. Probably second place.
I was gonna say,
is
that
it's not where you need to
be second place for third straight season? Is that a goal for you? That's a genuine question.
The goal is obviously to be top of the league, but at the end of the day, it's not me making the signings. If it was me making the decisions, there'd be a lot changed. You get what I mean? There'd be a midfield turn, a lot of midfielders out the club, a lot of midfielders in the club. You get what I mean? We're trying to. I feel like we need someone next to Rice. That's the Party. I like Party. I love Party, but I feel like because of his fitness and that sort of stuff, you can't really trust it. So you need someone else in there. But then it's like, are you going to invest 50, 60 million in another midfielder and you don't know if he's going to start? Do you get what I mean?
I mean, I'd like to think if they were going to, that player would start because Rice.
But is he going to be
a better ball?
But is he going to be better? Is he going to be better than Party though? That's the question you got to ask yourself. You get what I mean? But like nowadays, you're buying players, and even players that you're buying to not even be in it, like being around it, they're costing 30, 40 million. So that's a going rate.
Price of the brick has gone up, man.
Yeah,
that, and it's the job of the scouts because at the end of the day, like Party's big thing is his like fitness and whether because of these constant injuries, his body might have just slowed down. So just for argument's sake, if he was to play 30 league games next season, he might not play that 30 league games at the level he played a couple years ago.
You're not wrong.
But he's not even going to play 30 league games this year.
Exactly.
There was a lot of talk of you guys selling him, and and I think I read today that it doesn't look likely anymore. So if you are going to do that shift of Partey, Jorginho, for instance, how long is that going to last? Do you know what I mean? So
it's probably the last year it can probably run. I think it's probably the last year it can probably run. I'd say that you need to make the switch definitely next off season if we're going to make the switch. You've obviously seen like we've let Xhaka go, and he's obviously been one of the best midfielders in the world this year. So you let Partey go. Do you get what I mean? You let Partey go, and you don't know if he's going to be one of the best midfielders in the world. Well, you just don't know, but you kind of want to. You want some form of stability because after this year, Jorginho was signed a 2-year deal, so he's going to be gone essentially. And if he doesn't go, then he'll be there, but he won't be playing. Partey back end of his Arsenal career, I feel like Rice is obviously the 100 million man. He's going to be there for the next how many years, and you're going to need someone next to him. And looking at if I could go and get someone, and if I really could go and get someone, if I'm Arsenal and I say let's go and really, really try and win this league, you go and throw the money and you go and try and get Fabian Ruiz. If you're serious about winning this league before Man City go and do it.
So he for me, he
I'm still
was
waiting
best
for
player.
T to get charged, man. I'm still waiting for T to get charged.
They confirmed another signing today, Savino or Savio, the Torino winger, who is also yeah. So,
But yeah, man,
but
it's is what it is.
I mean, yeah, no, Fabian Ruiz, he was for me the best player in the Euros. Arguably, it should have been him or Nico Williams that won ahead of Rodri, as good as Rodri was. But yeah, I mean, if Arsenal got that signing, I'll be like, okay, cool. Like, because Rice needs that kind of player next to him. Like, you're not looking for Rice to play. You're just looking for him to practically do everything else. But if you actually really need him to play, and not even like trying to take the piss out of him, you kind of saw it in the Euros because he was getting a lot of touches on the ball. It didn't look the same, and you saw it second half of
the ball
last
was going
season.
nowhere fast.
When once Jorginho came in the side, Arsenal played better because Rice could just actually do his job that he's great at to his best ability, more or less. And it also meant Odegaard didn't have to come as deep, which he was doing first half of the season and stuff to try and get the ball off, like yo, giving the ball, etc. All that just. I think getting a centre midfielder is very key for you. Like for you guys to actually compete to win the league, that would have been very obviously and a 9 as well. But
that's the. But if we really want to be serious, we'll go out and get someone that's a world beater. If we're really serious about winning it, if we're not, let's carry on doing the same old nonsense we do, and we'll finish second again. And no one can complain.
You think we'll drop the cash like that?
No, I'll be honest.
Another 100 mil?
No, Arsenal won't. What Fabian Ruiz? What is he? 28. I say that if you offer 60 mil, 65 mil, they'd say yeah now because of his age. You get what I mean? I say 65 mil will get him.
I mean, before the Euros, it would have been less.
Yeah, 100%.
Would you buy someone on the back of Euros? Off the back of Euros, sorry.
Mate.
Do you know what? Usually I'd say no, but in Fabian Ruiz's case, he actually plays every week in, week out. And he's actually very good week in, week out. You get what I mean? So it's not one of them ones where, a James Rodriguez one signing where you're signing someone off the World Cup and, you don't know what he's going to produce. But
like,
I feel like
PSG, he hasn't been like, he's been good. That's just about it. He hasn't been wow.
That's true. But
like, if it was pre-Euros, it would have, and someone gave PSG a tempting offer, they would have sold.
Correct, but Spain system and Arsenal system similar. Do you get what I mean? In terms of it's a similar style of play, whereas PSG is straight. Last year anyway was Mbappe, Dembele.
We'll get the ball.
Do you get what I mean? Do you get what I mean? Whereas Arsenal, it's not a case of we're forcing it. Well, we were forcing it down one side because Martinelli was on the other, but that's just a case of how the system was working. But enough about that team, man. Don't want to talk about that foolish football club. When they make signings, we'll get back to them.
Deji, he was not called. You would have thought Arsenal at that high horse when we were talking about United. Now they're a foolish club.
It changed within 20 minutes. You Arsenal fans, yeah? You know what? Let me make a public statement to these Arsenal fans.
God.
They're Arsenal fans. Relax. This year, just relax. Take time and just gather your momentum because this season is going to be a long season. And I don't want to hear none of this. We're going to win the Prem. Because you're not. Statement done.
Wow.
Back to our regularly scheduled program.
Wow. I was gonna say, where's my mic? And it's literally in front of me, and it actually might drop, but I don't want to mess up the pod. But that was Deji. I felt like that was quite powerful. That little touch.
Just these past 2 years they've been growing, and I'm just like, you're not there. You're not there.
No, we ain't got over the line yet. You're not wrong. We haven't got over the line yet. And
but I do like where your club's going, though. Like, let me not lie. But
yeah, No, definitely.
You're just not there yet.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
We're
that's what I'm
going in the
saying.
right direction.
That's why I wanted to kind of, and we already touched upon it months ago in terms of who you kind of want and stuff like that. But it's whether Arsenal, like you said, whether Arsenal actually make those key signings. Yeah, and just obviously your kind of targets. It doesn't seem like there's been no speculation of them of any talk in that sense. For instance, Osimhen. So yeah, unless you guys went in for Tony, but it seems like don't know if you guys are going to do that with his age at 28. Who knows? Who knows?
Look, you have a small window to win the Premier League, and you gotta take advantage of it. So, I feel like if we're in the running for the next 3-4 years, let's sign the players we need for the next 3-4 years. Let's have some glory time, enjoy it, and then we rebuild in that process. And you try and rebuild in that way, the same way that Man City are doing. You get what I mean? They're keeping them the back end of these players' careers, and they're rebuilding the process. You can see what they're signing. They're kind of building the team around Foden in a way. There's Haaland's young. They signed the midfielders like Nunez from Wolves. They signed the young.
So
yeah, but I understand why. But you get what I mean. They're signing these players where they're young and up and coming, and they're molding into what those big players we've seen throughout the years, and they're molding them into those kind of guys. You can kind of replace each Man City old head, man for man, with a younger player. Do you get what I mean? Not to the same level, but where they're trying to kind of mold them into that.
But soon it will be. Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, or maybe everyone, Arteta and Go, are just waiting for Pep to leave the Premier League, and then that's it. If he's got one more season in him, like, cause even me, I've said, all right, his time's up. He needs to go. Pep needs to leave.
He needs to bounce, man.
Who knows? Who knows? It's going to be interesting. Obviously, we're going to continuously touch up on this even before the season starts. We've still got like another month until the season starts. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting what signings clubs actually make. Obviously, Liverpool got their new manager in now. Who they actually bring in, their fans at the moment don't seem happy. And I've generally said to a lot of people, not just United fans, clubs are going to be a bit more, not hesitant, but take a little bit more time because of the Euros. You always kind of see it off a summer competition that they're not going to be as active straight away. So, but at the same time, it doesn't mean you can't do business. So, yeah, we'll see. Get me?
Definitely.
I just like reading this guy. Sports news banner right now. Breaking news: Manchester United signed Lenny Yoro from Lille. So
I'm happy. I'm happy you guys have something to smile about finally. It's been a while.
A little bit of joy,
I mean, we smiled FA Cup final. Deji, did you smile?
No.
Guarded.
Smiling. I was beaming.
Yeah.
Ear to ear.
Okay.
And that was that was recent, right?
Yeah.
Oh, just
me.
Just checking.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
We do song of the week.
Nah. We do some small. Obviously, before Olympics actually kicks off.
Yeah.
Who you lot looking to really see? Then obviously we'll touch upon it small, but you get me. Now teams are out and stuff like that. Well, I say teams, but yeah.
Who am I looking at? The woman. It's been the year for the woman, and I think athletics has been taken over by the woman, and big up to them because they're really carrying the flag right now. And the 100 meters, the 200 meters with Sha'Carri Richardson, Sharika Jackson, obviously Shelly-Ann Fraser's last Olympic Games. Yep. You've got Gabby Thomas in the 200 that's competing with Sharika. Yeah, you've got you've got Sydney McLaughlin with the 400 hurdles, and if she feels like running the 400 meters,
I'm looking forward to seeing her still.
I think she's arguably the best athlete in the world. No lies.
Right now she's up there. She's very close.
Mate, in terms,
I'll put her up there.
Up there with best athlete. She's the most dominant athlete in the world, probably.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
And she's so young,
Bro, 24. She's an absolute joke in the best, obviously, possible way. She's insane.
And I think this will be her third Olympic Games.
Yes, it will be. Yeah, she's been going since she was 16. 16, 20, and 24. This is the third Olympic Games, and she is really, really dominant in all events that she decides to take part in. Even her 200-meter time. If she wanted to go and switch to 200 meters right now, the world should be scared because she's one of them women. She's one of them people. Let me not say woman. She's one of them people that will tear you apart in every event they choose to go and participate in. They're going to be the best at. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the women's events. I'll be honest with you. That's where I'm looking towards the Olympics.
To be fair, they've been carrying track for a minute now, but I do feel like men's track. Men's track. I feel like it's going to be exciting. Obviously, our favorite athlete, Noah Lyles, that rightfully told them, "You ain't world champs" to other people, other Americans. The personality he's brought over the years, and like now he started to. The world titles that he got, was it last year when he got 100 and 200? That it might have taken his confidence to another level, and he just brought more oomph to the
track and field.
Men's track event. So
brought some personality. But the 100 meters, which Deji could probably speak on it better than me, but with the sprint events on the men's side, you got a real good competition now because you got Marcel Jacobs who's running himself back into form. The reigning Olympic champ.
Yeah, let's see if he's a 2-hit wonder, because you know what they're starting to call him.
Yeah.
What's the Netflix series Sprint? Have you looked? I've seen like the first 2 episodes.
I've seen 3 episodes.
I finished it all in a day.
It was interesting to see like how they view Marcel Jacobs. I was like,
a fluke. They call him a fluke. But he's running himself.
Every other time he needed to race, like before this, injured. But now he's not injured. Do you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like
what's going on?
What's going on there?
And he's not injured, running himself into good shape as well. Ran 992 the other day.
Yeah, but along with that, I don't think he's going to do anything though. I ain't gonna lie to
Marcel.
you. I don't think. Unless he surprises us, like
you got Kashane Thompson from Jamaica who ran a 9.7.
He's been running mad times.
He ran 9.7.
He ran a 9.7. You got
no allows PB is 9.8.
Exactly.
So he's gonna have
9.8. Is it a 9.82?
9.82 or 9.83.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be the 1-2 matchup at the moment, probably.
He's still got Tobago runs once.
You got
and he looks very casual when he runs a 100 as well.
You got the Kenyan man. I can't remember his name. The Kenyan guy he's ran 9.7.
Yeah. He's stocky.
You got Zarnell Hughes, bro. You got Zarnell Hughes, who's an underdog in the races.
My only thing with Zarnell is whether he's 100%. Obviously, he missed the Great British trials, but he could because of his rankings and stuff. So I think the London meet will give a good indication because he's racing in the London meet of how he's going to look going into the Olympics. So,
but you know, I don't even think Noah Lyles is going to this as the favorite for 100 meters. 200 meters is always going to be the favorite. You got Fred Purley running himself back into shape. You got a lot of fast people now coming up and coming, and you know Noah's talking a great game, but in the 100 meters, that's not
the same time as well.
Do you get what I mean? But 100 meters is not his strong point. Do you get what I mean? And where you've got these Jamaicans really coming out the woodwork,
horrible.
That's the thing. And his top end speed might be good, and he's finishing the race as well. But when someone's running 9.7,
in the 100,
9.7 and 9.8, it's a big difference, you know.
There's no room for error.
Do you get what I mean?
Like everything has to be on point.
I think he's gonna get gold though in 100.
Bro, I'm not giving him.
I don't know.
I'm not even.
In terms of time wise, I do get you lot's fair, but he's just. I just feel like I don't think I can get a panic meter out of him. I feel like he's confident. 100. Unless he's slightly injured, like Noah Lyles gives me the energy that he'll never panic in any situation. That's the energy he gives me.
I think.
Whereas
the others, because the others, it can take his energy and it will rub off on them in a bad way, which will affect their game.
That's basically
Which is
my
why
point.
they don't run their best when he's in the race.
Thank you for finishing that off. That's my thing, is whether the others don't like lose their full 100% hope because of him. Like, so
But
that's the only
but
reason why I think he's gonna win it. But I do get it though.
my only thing is Olympic year. Everyone gears up for the Olympics. World Championships. Americans do well at the World Champs. I'll give Americans the World Champs. Olympic year, it's a different ball game. A lot of the Olympic years, you find that a lot of people are preparing just generally for Olympics. As you can see, you see the fast times coming now, and it's due to the fact that it's a different thing. Everyone wants to win Olympic gold. You get what I mean? That's the medal.
The world is really watching in the Olympics, you know.
Do you get what I mean? That is the one.
I was looking for tickets to go Paris, and it was close. They're not too expensive. But it's like when you factor in everything else you have to pay for it, it's like nah.
Fred Curley
for 200, yeah.
You know what?
Not even for the 100, bro.
I don't know if he's running both.
I'm sure he made. I'm sure he qualified. He did qualify for the 100.
No, he's doing 100, not 200. Sorry.
Yeah. And the Kenyan man's name's Ferdinand Omanyala.
Oh, Omanyala, yeah.
Yeah, that's his name.
Yes.
Yeah,
so it could be him as well.
Bro, this is good. This is gonna be a good Olympic Games, man.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be entertaining still.
But with the girls, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Daryl Anita, you know, from Great Britain.
Are you?
Yeah, because I feel like she's been improving. Just her trajectory right now, because she's been improving every year, you know.
Yeah.
But what do you feel like she's gonna? What do you think? What's your projection for her this Olympics? I feel like the final will be good. To get there, will be good.
She'll make the final. I don't think she'll medal, but from the place where she used to be, like she used to be like a semi-final kind of runner. But now she's a guaranteed finalist.
You think so? Yeah.
I think so.
Bro, do you know what?
Because think about there's 8, yeah?
Yeah. You got Dina.
Shakira. Elaine's not there no more.
No. Then you got Shelly.
Dina.
Start again with the names. Go on.
So you got Dina.
Wait, let me start again. So you got Dina. You've got Shakiri. Shikari.
Yeah.
Then you've got Sharika. Then you have
Shelly.
Shelly.
Yeah.
You got
Is the one from
Talu, Ivory Coast.
Yeah, Talu.
Yeah, Talu. That's gonna be a good field, you know.
You've got
no, but that's 5. That's 5 people though. That's only 5.
Yeah. And you didn't count in Daryl Neater either.
Yeah, I'm still thinking. I'm actually gonna go to my phone to see.
I wish I can go to my phone right now.
Who do you think's favorite?
He's talking about Julian. You're talking about Julian Alfred.
Yes, is she doing 100?
She should be.
So she'll be in the final too.
What about Blessing? Blessing from your country. Blessing kind of
no.
I don't no.
No. Ogunbare,
no.
No.
Yeah, that's I'll be honest. I think that Nita will make the final, but it's gonna be a 6th, 7th place.
I feel like it's guaranteed.
Or she don't make it. Or she don't make it at all, bro.
Nah. Guaranteed, man.
The field's strong, bro.
Anita, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you in this one. The field is strong. Don't get wrong. The field is strong, bro. But I feel like she's been putting the work in still, and she's been improving every year.
Hopefully, you know, because hopefully she comes out for Olympics and, you know, she runs PBs, you know, that's really what you want to do when you're on a track. You want to win races and you want to win medals, but if you're PB and you know you're improving each year, then you understand, okay, cool, I'm in a place now where, boom, I can continue to kick on. And, you know, I feel like for her, final be good. You know, I'm skeptical, bro, because everyone's coming for it this year. 100-meter woman is
Yeah.
what I'm looking forward to.
It's whew, anyone can take it, but I still think Richardson will win it though.
Yeah,
I
you
think
got
she's
Shikari.
I think she'll take the 100 easy.
She's running faster than anyone's running before right now. Like
Mm.
she's really taking the cake with that. I don't know. You know what? The only person I see coming close to Sharika with that anyway.
I feel like when Sharika runs with Shikari in the 100, she tenses out and she doesn't
Yeah,
run
the
the
back
race.
end around 60, 70, you can see it's like you're fighting it. If she stayed loose like she did in 2, I feel like she'd win the race.
Easy. She'll take it, yeah. She'll take it.
But
But
different
it's
techniques, innit?
Olympic year.
Exactly.
And I also
Exactly.
just like Shikari's got that monkey off her back now, especially from winning like last year's World Champs, where all right, cool. She's gonna really be pressing for more world leading times, etc. So,
Nah, but you see the thing with that, yeah, is, or maybe it's just me. I always thought she's gonna run the fastest times as soon as she serves her ban. All we just got to do is just train for a year. After that, then she would have been fine. That's how I felt anyway.
No, but I think her one was more so. It was just a lot of the talk. It was just her overcoming that. I'd say I'm using negativity in inverted commas because she actually brought some of it on herself. Like as much as the Americans don't like to hear. So
yeah,
it was
she
more
did.
more so that, and then once from world champs, and it's kind of just showing her consistency throughout, like in terms of her times, because she's flipping lightning, bro.
She's tearing it up, man.
She's been special, and you know I'm hoping for a special race, and you know even like even the field events. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. When Olympics comes on, it's a great spectacle. You sit there, you watch every day, even the swimming. You don't even know who's competing in the swimming, but you're buzzing to watch the swimming. Big up Grenada, actually. We got 2 swimmers going out there. Don't know. Yeah, we got 2 swimmers. Don't know your name.
Your squad is small though.
We got a squad of 5 for 5.
Yeah.
We got 3.
Big up,
3 medalists. We got 3 medalists. We got Karani. We got the decathlete, who I should know his name. And we got.
That's the thing. You do know his name because you said it when we spoke about it before. So it's
but
you said it before, yeah.
But yeah, no, we take 5. We got 5 people that might medal. So you know.
Lyndon Victor.
Lyndon Victor. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. The decathlete. Oh. But yeah, so big up Grenada. We got people going out there this time, and we're gonna 5 strong.
Well, I mean, after London meet, like we said, we'll see how everyone does going into it, and could probably even just delve into things even further. And God willing, like no one gets injured within the next week because you want to see the best against the best. Literally, you want everyone at full health. That's what we love as fans.
I'm looking forward to that opening ceremony.
Yeah, in Paris. So it'll be interesting. It'll definitely be fun.
Yes, definitely. One thing that just not talking about athletics, not talking about sports, still related, but something that's come up recently. What are you guys' thoughts on the most recent thing with Enzo Fernandez for Chelsea, and what do you think Chelsea have to do in this situation?
On Enzo, it's whatever Chelsea. I can't really say what Chelsea should do because one, he's one of their main players. He's contracted till I think 2032 or something like that. So realistically, they're not gonna sell. Yeah, Chelsea gave him like a 9-year contract or something, 8 or 9-year contract, some madness. He's put out his statement apologizing, etc. But then
bunch of rubbish.
Rubbish, absolute rubbish.
I think Rodrigo de Paul today basically said that Fofana shouldn't have put out his statement because he's inciting. And there's just been like a few stupid fans saying, "Oh yeah, Fofana should have kept it in house, blah blah blah, all that jazz.
Why? Why would you keep something in house? You said if you've gone public. If he's public, I come public with my statement. Same way.
It's literally, you know, people that like they'll try and justify racism in some or ignorance in some sense, and I'm like, just shut your mouth. Or they'll be like, oh no, don't. First of all, don't ever tell someone how to deal with a situation that they feel it affects them, especially when it's a race thing. If you're not black in that situation, definitely don't have no input. No offense.
And keep them up quiet, man.
There is, but the funny side of it, there is black people that said what Enzo said is nothing wrong, all that kind of jazz. Which like, all right, cool. We know what side of the fence you sit on in that sense. Yeah. And then, is it Nicholas Jackson? I think he might have posted pictures of him and Enzo the following day. I was like, all right, we know what kind of black guy you are. All right, cool. And then the Argentinian vice president, that's Nicholas. I always think he's South American, bro. He's Senegalese. I just always think he's South American.
Do it.
Yeah.
I thought he was from Colombia.
He moves like one of them.
Yeah. I just always thought he was South American, even when Chelsea signed him, but he's Senegalese. The Argentinian vice president.
Yeah, Miss Colombia.
She basically doubled down on her statement. I can't remember exactly what she said, but she said something along the lines of what Enzo sang or what they sang, there's nothing wrong with it because it's telling the truth. I'm paraphrasing, but she basically said it along those lines. And I'm like, bro. And Argentina's got if people actually check up Argentina's history in terms of Argentina and black people, it's peak. I don't know if there's black people there now. Yeah, I don't know if there's black people there now, but they basically got rid of black people years ago, decades ago.
And when we say in decades, we're talking Nazi times.
Yeah, so
that's what. Yes.
Don't know if they've got a black population now.
Not many. Like everyone obviously likes Argentina because of Lionel Messi, but if you know the history, as you've just said, it's not what it looks like. And what they were saying, what they were saying in that video, they truly believe. So no statement or apology is gonna ever get through to me because you're not really sorry for it. You wouldn't have done it if you felt that you were gonna be an apology for.
Do you know what's mad though? Like Enzo's the person I won't even say I'm angry because I'm not even angry. Enzo's the person I'm not mad at out of people that are talking after it. It's the people that are trying to defend it because his statement actually, he's basically admitted what he done. He's not using no excuse. So I'm not saying I rate him for his statement, but he's not doubling down or using anything as excuse. It's people that are defending
they're washing away his apology, even though his apology was bullshit.
People, his teammate, this vice president, or you just got silly fans. Like you've got a lot of Chelsea fans. I'll be like, oh yeah, if Fofana kept it in house, the club would have dealt with it. Yeah, we know where they stand though. All that, bro. Chelsea got like 3 or 4 black French players, bro. So
but you know Chelsea. You know what Chelsea's history is as a football club as well.
Yeah, but now their squad is black. Like majority of their squad is black.
Their squad was black when Hasselbank and all them man were there. They were still doing the same thing. Chelsea, bro, when they had signed Seedorf and all them man, Chelsea squad's been black for a while. You know, they've been doing the black man thing.
You're talking about like Chelsea squad now is practically black. If you do
no, I understand, but. Yeah, but they've been doing the black thing for a long time, bro.
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
They had Kalu, they've always had black brothers
or African players. They've always kind of led in that sense. But
the fan base has always been racist. It's not here nor there. I
always say black being racist. Made me laugh, bro.
Yeah.
Why is that? Why is that even a chant from Argentina though?
They're a racist country.
What did them look? What did they even do to have that as a chant?
Since the World Cup final, they've tried to build up some weird rivalry with France, but on a lot of like negative kind of statements towards players and chants. Like a few of their players have said somewhat like negative things in it. Obviously not comparable to the chant or etc. But it seems like now, if they were to match up again in the next World Cup, there would be bad blood, and rightfully so. Like. Well,
but it's also but I feel like the history of the country I feel like the history of the country is involved in that sort of stuff. Like those chants are deeper than just this rivalry from the football pitch. Those chants come from a deeper place. you can see and you can feel.
You got to check the vice president's statement. She doubles down and basically says, "Oh no, it is right because those like France basically is full of like say immigrants and stuff like that." I'm like, bro, Argentina
so is everywhere else. Do you get what I mean?
Argentinians, a lot of them say have Italian background and all that kind of stuff. Do that like? Are you really Argentine like that? But anyway,
where they're really from. But yeah, that's.
But
I still don't get why they're making a jump for a team that they beat in the final.
No, it's the racism factor in the country, Dej. It's just the fact that their fans were singing in the stadium, so they thought, this song's fine to sing for us to sing in the team bus. But it's because them men are so racist to the point that they think they're not racist when they're singing these songs.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it is.
Like it's a norm thing to them. Like they're like, oh yeah. Like they think because they've been doing it for like say their whole life. Oh no, it's fine. No, it's not. Like,
do you get what I mean? And and Fernandez forgets that where he lives. He forgets he plays football in London, one of the most diverse cities in the world.
Listen, don't let on the guy, man.
If someone smashed his leg in training, then
he's coming back. He's coming back to hell. You know, how you coming back as a white man to that black football club right now? I think to pure hell.
It depends on how, like, say the club or board
roll security in London.
Where?
The club needs to deal with it. The club, if they need to say, Chelsea got enough funds in that to sign a new Enzo Fernandez. It ain't been that great for them, I'll be honest. They can bloody send them on loan. They can do whatever they feel like doing. But I don't feel like a lot of them players are accepting him back in the building. Nicholas Jackson, you do you because you're a maniac and you want to be.
Yeah, they'll be rolling together.
Yeah, but everyone else is going to look at you with the side eye because we're already looking at you with the side eye. And everyone else that plays for the football club ain't going to want you to play with them. It's going to be a John Terry situation. Going to be a John Terry situation, but 10 times worse because you put it on social media.
Even John Terry's one, you had people in the club back anyway.
But John Terry's English. That's why John Terry can kind of got away with it. You're not English. You ain't got no English backing.
Trust me, we ain't backing that.
No,
backing or not. Still this, mate. Look,
exactly.
That shit apology, man. Go fuck off, man.
Yep, in the nicest possible way.
Nah, man, not in the nicest possible.
That's
way.
Why you know.
I hear it.
I hear it. No, it makes sense.
Anyway, move on to a positive note. Song of the week.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Who wants to go first?
I can't go first. I got to know first. I had to think of it.
I'll go. Young Bane, Rihanna. Literally, I was spinning that.
Wow.
I was like, whew. It come on the playlist. I had to spin it a couple more times because I actually had another song that I was banging throughout the week. But Young Bane, Rihanna took charge today, and then boom. So be it.
I will go next. Do you know what's mad? Yeah, my song of the week is by J. Cole, and it's "Trey the Truth" in Ibiza. But you see, J. Cole's actual. Do you see the album Might Delete Later? It might be one of the best albums this year. You know, like honestly, it's been like overshadowed because he apologized and didn't want to get into that rap beef. But that album is special. I'll be honest. Everyone that's out there, go and listen to that. I don't care if you think J. Cole's this and that because he apologized. Might Delete Later is one of the best rap projects I've heard in a long time. And yeah, Trade the Truth in that beefer. It's up there with one of J. Cole's best projects.
Now, do you know what? Even though J. Cole apologized, yeah, I don't think I'm mad at him for that. You know, knowing what we know now. If I was J. Cole, I might have apologized too. Because bro, the song of the summer,
song of the year
is a diss track here. Not only is it a diss track, it's the final diss track of when he's not throwing metaphors at you. He's using your name and tarnishing it at the same time.
What are you talking about? Not Like Us.
Yep.
Yeah, bro.
Did you see the
last
USA
track?
basketball?
And he's
USA basketball clip. Curry goes, I'm something about can they play something else? And LeBron's like, nah, they can still keep running this.
It's mad though, because Curry's one of Drake's close friends.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Drake and Curry are close.
And Drake and LeBron.
See,
Drake and LeBron are close as well, but LeBron's close to everyone. It feels like.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like
He was
Drake,
at the Kendrick concert. Yeah.
but Drake's got a Steph Curry tattoo. Yeah, bro.
anyways,
Anyway, Deji,
what's
what's your
my
song?
song of the week, man? my song of the week is Moneybag Yo, Waukesha.
Jeez. Okay. I see Moneybag.
Is
I saw him in Miami still. Good.
it?
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Where in Live?
Yep.
Yeah, see, it's only you can meet any celebrity and Live.
Nah, he was
they live.
performing.
Oh yeah. Okay, but yeah, I met some celebrities and Live. Can't tell them
That as
stories,
well. That as well, bro. I agree. Miami's a glitch.
Don't do
Great
it.
glitch. But yeah, obviously we've got our songs of the week. So yeah, me, Young Bane, Rihanna, Jacob,
Trade of Truth and Ibiza.
and Deji.
Moneybag Yo, Waukesha.
Fantastical. Guess we can wrap it up here. Again, as always, thank you to our viewers and listeners, all our people them that share, like, subscribe, all the jazz, everything. We really appreciate it. You get me? Continue doing what you're doing, and we'll continue delivering for you guys because that's what we do. That is bloody what we do. So as Jacob likes to say,
Edge.
yeah. I was thinking about that, Jacob. My God.
Yeah, I mean, Jacob still likes to say it.
He does.
He still likes to say something.
Yeah, but I'm not saying something today. So you can say it.
Man, you just tell a friend to tell a friend, baby.
Nah, man, and Jacob.
Subscribe, like and subscribe.
There we go. We got there then. Started how we finished how we started it, bro. But yeah, all good. Obviously, my brothers, love you guys. And we shall be back again for y'all listening or tuning in next week. Joe, I'm signing out.
Deji signing out.
Jacob signing out.